Today I'm going to talk about the hara, the point of intentionality. Hara is basically an energy point which is behind the Swadhisthana chakra. It is called as the what you call the hara point. The Japanese use this point to do the harakiri. If you try to put a knife into the harakiri, immediately you have an instant death, painless death which happens across on that thing. This is the seat of the Alaya Vignan, the storehouse of the karma. Now why I am talking about is, normally this hara doesn't open up for many people. It is actually when you sleep, when you have sex, and at times when there are certain planetary combination, the hara opens up. Whenever hara opens up, there is a shift in the karma which happens in a people's life. This is actually the point where everything gets recorded. For example, whatever good or bad karma you are doing, whatever action, words, thoughts and mind you are having, the 24 hours the recording is kept over there. That is why in India this place is called as the Chitragupt. Chitragupt means the secret pictures which is there across. So the point is, if somebody wants to overcome their karma, somebody wants to overcome anything across, this particular place has to be accessed. Normally what happens is, you can easily access the heart chakra, you can easily access the mind chakra, you can easily access the throat chakra also. But to access this intentionality is very difficult. It takes quite a while, it takes quite a bit of time, and where you need to focus, and that is why people talk about the core exercises. Now when you do bodybuilding, when you do gymnastics across, there is something called as the core exercises, because it tends to what you call it as balance the body and try to create a lot of harmony in your movement across. In fact, dancers use it, martial art use it. This is called as the core area. Anyway, so you need to focus in this particular area and do your mantra. Now whenever you do this mantra on that particular area, the area slowly will open up. Now as you open up, there will be images which will be coming across. Now with your will, if you connect the images and correct the images, normally the Alaya Vignan changes. That is the way to change the karma across as a person. Now many people try to change the karma using the will. It does not happen. That is why when you get angry, you don't want to respond with anger or fear, but even in spite of that, you tend to blurt out certain things. You tend to say out certain things even though you don't want to do it. Now this hara also is a point of connection. Suppose you don't want to connect with somebody, then you have to cut the cords. It is like a plain cord between these two people. That is why the mother has what you call as like the umbilical cord. The umbilical cord is in a way, it talks about the navel cord. Like the umbilical cord, there are many cords which are extending. That is why whenever you have a sexual encounter with somebody, there is a cord which runs through, and this sexual energy connects into the lineage karma across as a person. So when this connects to the lineage karma across as a person, that is why you tend to conceive, you tend to what you call it as you tend to have babies, and you tend to have a future progeny across a person. So the point is, now this hara, the point of intentionality, can be checked for one thing. Get up early in the morning and tend to check the what you call the peacefulness. Normally, if you are very peaceful in the point of hara, the entire day will be very peaceful. If this particular point is not peaceful, then you are tending to get agitated. When this point is not peaceful, the breathing tends to be chaotic, especially the breathing tends to be what you call short, and it also tends to be what you call the exhalation will be very high, the inhalation will be very less. So this is the point of hara, this is the point of intentionality. The second exercise you can do it is you ask yourself, I want Mercedes-Benz, tune into this particular area and feel it and find out whether do you really need it. If you really need the Mercedes-Benz, there will be a kind of throbbing feeling. There will be what you call it, the kind of happy feeling. There will be kind of a positive sensation you will be getting from that place. Whenever you have a positive sensation from that place, the manifestation will be very, very easy across. Now, whenever you tend to have what you call it as a very disturbed hara, then it means the manifestation will be very, very difficult. This hara point is the seat of guidance. The great Patanjali calls this particular point as Pratibha. The Pratibha is the point of the hara where it tends to tell about the divine guidance. Now you want your intuition to work. Now this is the seat of the hara. So the point is, ask yourself whether do you require any object. For example, now you are interacting with somebody, check this particular point. Whether this point makes you happy, whether this point makes you peaceful, then the relationship will be positive. Now, if you are tending to have a lot of churning, a lot of misunderstanding in this particular point, you will have a lot of what you call the future conflicts will come across. So, the hara is the point of intentionality. It is called as the lower dantein. The Taoist called it as the lower dantein. So, if you want to cut any relationship, you have to cut the cords. You have to imagine the two cords between you and the other person. The cords are getting cut. So when you tend to cut the cords, the relationship between the two people will tend to cut across very, very easily across. So this is the point of intentionality which is not understood by many people. So if you're doing meditation, if you're doing long japa, now people tend to put their attention here, which is very good, but put their attention here and do your japa, you will see a lot of blocks which are getting released. There will be a lot of things which will be getting released. You will be moving into another dimension also. And also you will see a lot of changes which happens in this particular area as you are about to evolve. For example, a lady is about to get married or have children across, or you want to buy a house or anything across. This is the point of intentionality. So the point is, this is a hara point. It is not the mind which works, it is not the speech, it is not the action, it is not the feeling, but this is the point. There was a particular person who was talking to me, and I just prayed to the hara point saying, please reveal me who you are as a person. And suddenly the person blurted out certain things which gave me a lot of insight to the person. This is called as the unconscious, but it's a very small word to use. It is what you call it, the alaya vijnan, the storehouse of the images. If you can change the images here, now suppose you say, I want to lose weight, I want to lose weight, I want to lose weight. I'm actually becoming leaner every day. I'm becoming leaner every day. I eat only when I'm hungry. I eat only hungry. Just need to tune in there and do it there. Then you will see a huge difference over there. So the point is, this is the hara. That's why the fighters use it, the dancer use it. That's why people say, I tend to be very peaceful if you touch the hara point. So these are spiritual gems, these are spiritual diamonds, these are spiritual golds which are not available. Even in the whispered tradition, many people don't understand that because they all tend to copy the books across. These are wisdom which is much beyond the books. So I request you to use these knowledge, use the point of hara, the point of intentionality, which will help you to have a better time across. I pray God that may you use this knowledge well and may you evolve your consciousness to another dimension. Thank you so much.